Hi, welcome to 7 Things. My name is Billy. Today, this is our first episode of 7 Things. I'm gonna be teaching you guys about people, history, like all that fun stuff, music, whatever. So, today on our first episode of 7 Things, I'm gonna be teaching you guys about a really good wrestler with an undefeated streak, which has ended. And his name is the Undertaker. Let me start the video. The Undertaker is a wrestler who's pretty awesome and really tall, though. So let's get started. Number 1, at the Survivor Series in November 1990, Ted DiBiase introduced the Undertaker. And every little kid was like scared of him. And his manager back when he debuted, it was like Brother Love, and like he was awesome. He had like his own talk show in the WWE called the Brother Love Show. Back then it was called the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF. I'm gonna say WWF until it changes into the WWE. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay, so he had like a talk show in the WWF called the Brother Love Show. So that was like a really funny show. Moving on. Number 2. In February 1991, Brother Love introduced the Undertaker's new manager, Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer is like really creepy. I love him though. Like he's really cool, and he has a high voice like, "Oh yeah, my Undertaker, he's awesome." Oh, okay. I'm really sorry, Paul. I actually said your voice. Can you forgive me? Okay. I'm talking to a camera. I'm talking to you guys. Okay. So I like his Paul. I love you, Paul. So Paul Bearer was his manager in the 90s and only 1 year in the 2000s. So, moving on. Number 3. I'm going to go in the future to 1998. In November 1997 at Bad Blood, it was Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. It was very brutal and I've seen it. I've never seen it, but it was like very brutal. So Paul Bearer's walking out with Kane, and Kane looked like really creepy. So he pulls out a piece of cell and he walks in and he attacks a bunch of referees. So he tombstones the Undertaker. He lifts you up upside down, like your face is he lifts you up like this, then goes like that. 1 second. He goes like that. So lands on his knees for your head. I'm sorry I gave a bad example. I'm really sorry. So Paul Bearer claims that Kane was his younger brother, and how could they be brothers? They don't have the same DNA. Weird. I don't even. But they both sit up. When they are laying down, something bad just happened to them. They sit up like a dead man actually does. Okay, we're moving on. Number 4. In 2000, the Undertaker turned into a different Undertaker. It was the American Badass Undertaker. He still did a lot of tombstones, but he made up his powerbomb called the Last Ride. It was cool. So when he debuted on Raw as the American Badass, he started he came out with a motorcycle while The Rock and Triple H were like fighting. So he almost ran over Mr. McMahon. It was funny. It was really fun because he almost ran over Mr. McMahon. So The Rock and Triple H were like fighting each other while The Undertaker came out on a motorcycle wearing a bandana and like wearing like this leather suits. That was the American Badass. Okay. Number 5. At Survivor Series in 2000, at the Survivor Series, Kane buried The Undertaker in like dirt, like it was like they like put like dirt and like so like they buried him. Kane like buried him. It was like this big truck that scooped dirt and poured like a whole giant scoop on him. And Kane was like, The Undertaker's dead, but then he became one of you. Like that. He exactly said that. Okay, number 6. At WrestleMania 20 in 2004, it was Kane versus The Undertaker. That was when the Dead Man returns to the WWE. It was called the WWE then. It was called the WWE there. So yep, the Dead Man returned and Kane got so mad that he flipped out. He's like, "You're not real!" He was exactly like that. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Like, Kane started flipping out on The Undertaker because he said, "You're not real." He came out as the actual Undertaker. And Paul Bearer was there. I thought that he would never return back. Okay, we're moving on now. Last fact. Number 7. The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels fought at 2 WrestleManias. WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 26. The Undertaker streak almost ended. Well, yep. I was sort of sad when the Undertaker streak got ended by Brock Lesnar. So, oh my god. So, yep. Shawn Michaels almost ended his streak twice. Then, at WrestleMania 25, he lost, and at WrestleMania 26, his career was over because The Undertaker wanted Shawn Michaels' career to be over. Well, I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you guys learned 7 facts about The Undertaker. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Press that thumbs up button. Don't press the thumbs down button. Press the thumbs up button. Thank you guys for watching. Billy Donnelly. Rock on, bros.